friends, welcome to Sojo Videos. My name is Joan and this is my 2024 Valentine's Day gift guide. This is for all those people like me who kind of suck at buying gifts, honestly. I put together a summarized list of what I think would be really good to get for Valentine's Day this year. We've got classic gift ideas on the list as well as newly trending gifts that I think would be awesome. And of course, being the Sojo channel, we've got some trending DIYs that I think would be great for Valentine's this year. So I'll be putting timestamps for both gift types that I talk about, which are going to be the DIY gifts or the bought gifts. However, that being said, for whoever you're giving your Valentine's Day present to, they're obviously going to like what they like. It's not necessarily going to be the same in the video. So best case scenario, you found out what they like, give them something like that. But this is definitely a good video to watch if you need a starter or if you just need some fresh ideas on what to gift to your significant other for Valentine's Day. With that, we start off with talking about what I think are the best DIY handmade gifts to give this Valentine's. A lot of people ask why they should give handmade gifts because it takes too long or they don't really have all the materials or they think it's too hard. I'm here to tell you it's because of all those things that you should make a handmade gift. It can be sentimental, you can personalize it to whoever you're giving to. It shows how much you care, how much effort you put in. And the DIYs I'll be talking about, I made sure to pick are not too hard to make and they take pretty basic materials. Starting off with what I think is the easiest, most classic is of course any type of cards or words of affirmation based gift. You can get pretty creative with cards, either keeping them basic or a lot more complicated. A really nice card idea would be this waterfall card DIY thing I did. It's really cool because you can put pictures or words, whatever you want to kind of flip through the images, and it's like a nice creative spin on a card. I'll also be linking the tutorials I've made for the DIYs I'll be talking about down in the description below. You can definitely find it on my channel somewhere though. My next words of affirmation idea would be like just honestly paper slips in a jar. Obviously it's not as creative, but I've seen people paint the jar, put stickers on it, and words of affirmation are always really nice. You just unscrew the jar, pick something out, oh my gosh, it's something nice on it. Very heartfelt and very simple. And lastly, another DIY idea would be to make these paper candy packages. This one is definitely a lot more high effort, but the result is super cute. And I actually made this for Valentine's Day last year and it turned out really, really nice. Next up, probably the most favorite DIY on the list are DIY flowers. DIY flowers have been popping off on social media. There's a lot of tutorials out there and myself included. I have some up on the channel. I get so many comments on my TikToks. Oh, I wish someone would make this for me. Oh, I'm gonna send it to him or her. So yeah, I think DIY flowers are definitely a good, safe way to go. They don't die, most of them are pretty simple to make, and they look actually really nice. You can make pipe cleaner flowers, toilet paper flowers, ribbon roses, and paper flowers. Tell me this is not one of the cutest things you've ever seen. I'm actually in the process of making a pipe cleaner flower bouquet, and the tutorial for that will be out before Valentine's Day, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to know when that comes up. Other DIYs I think are more on the underrated side are DIY stickers and keychains. You can easily personalize them and they're genuinely just really quick to make. There's also this DIY which I think is a bit harder to make but definitely shows a lot of effort and honestly it feels like it could be something you buy, which is this Spotify glass painting. This is an old DIY of mine but still definitely a favorite because look at this. This literally still looks so cute. Whether your significant other has a favorite song or if you guys have a song together that you guys both really like, this is a wonderful gift that's kind of a nice piece of room decor. You could also make them DIY jewelry if jewelry is something that they like to wear. I've made beaded rings on the channel before, but I think an even better idea would be to bring your significant other to a jewelry making class in your local area. I've actually made rings out of coins before, which was an awesome workshop to do because part of the gift is the experience and then you also get something out of it. Said ring is right here. Beautiful. And lastly, for DIY gift ideas, also a classic is some sort of photo collage or photo book. Who doesn't love photos and memories? Okay, next I'll be talking about my gift guide for bought gifts. I feel like especially for buying items, you're gonna have to be a bit more subjective about it and think about the person you're getting them for. Take my recommendations with a grain of salt. Use your best judgment because that is, you know, part of the whole gift giving process. First thing on my list would be blind boxes. I feel like blind boxes have been such a big trend recently. We're talking Smiskies, Sony Angels. I think it's super cute if you were to buy like two and have both of you guys just kind of unbox and see which one you get. That way you have kind of a matching item and it's also just a really exciting and cute little gift. The next recommendation is Lego because who does not like Lego? I personally was gifted these Lego dandelions, which I think are so cute. Again, flower replicas that don't seem to die seem to be pretty big as of recent. The idea of building Legos together is like like such a cute bonding moment idea. Again, making an experience part of the gift. There's many different types of Lego for different people and what they like. I actually have a top picks list. Don't worry, I'm also gonna put these lists down below in the description with the links to each of the products I talk about. So I don't think this needs to be said, but no, this is not sponsored. That'd be crazy if I got sponsored by Lego or by any thing that I mentioned in this video, but it's not. I just generally think they're good gifts. Okay, rapid fire top picks for Lego from cheapest to most expensive. We've got the Lego Roses, the Lego Bonsai Tree, the Lego Tiny Plants collection, and I guess in the same realm, the Lego Succulents. If you want to treat your significant other more or build more, you can get the Bouquet of Roses. They recently came out with a sick Polaroid camera. And lastly, the Great Wave. I think all of them are cute, decently affordable for what you end up getting, and generally what I think most people would like. Moving on, my next recommendation would be water bottles. I feel like this is somewhat controversial because I know people who really don't like getting water bottles, but I'm specifically talking about Owala water bottles and the Stanley. I personally don't have either of these bottles, so I can't really speak for myself whether I like them or not, but based on the reviews I've seen and the hype around them, I feel like they'd be pretty good choices for gifts. The Stanley water bottle, I've heard people say it's really nice because it fits into the car cup holders. Nice to have something really big with a straw, and it comes in really cute colors. However, what I think comes in even more cute colors are the Owala water bottles. Still waiting to get one, but it's on my own shopping list, perhaps on my own gift list as well. Next are stuffies, which I think are a very classic Valentine's Day gift to get. However, I would just like to put on the record that there are good stuffies and then there are not as great stuffies. I'm about to tell you, if you don't know what kind of stuff you get Jellycats. You might say, Joan, Jellycats are really expensive. And I would say, yes. Yes, they are. You should still get Jellycats. They're just super cute and just super soft. And don't worry if you don't know which ones to get. I also have top picks for Jellycat stuffies. My top 3 picks, specifically Valentine's Day themed, would be the Love Locks, the Bashful Bunnies, specifically this one holding a heart. Any of them will do because they all look so very cute. And then lastly, the Amusable Tulip Pot, or any of the flower themed ones, because once again, Valentine's Day themes, people seem to like fake flowers. However, there are other products I would like to point out that I think Jellycat has that I think would be great gifts. I know they've got keychains. You can also get matching keychains, but you can also just get matching stuffies. I'm not talking about matching as in they look the same, but matching pairs, such as the Amusable Boiled Egg series. Another cute creative pairing I saw was like the Amusable Sun and Moon. They also have the cutest bags. It's a cute and a handy gift. Now I'm gonna move on to gift ideas that may be a bit more specific to the person. I think they can still be wonderful gifts as long as you know your person very well. Honestly, that will pay off because they'll actually be a lot more touched based on how well you know them. First one being jewelry, which again is a classic Valentine's Day gift. If you're kind of lost on what to get for jewelry, I have a few personal tips on what I think would be good for jewelry buying and gift giving. First one being, try to buy easily wearable pieces. Flashy hanging diamond earrings are really cool, but that's not really something you can wear every day. It's like a once in a year event. So I'd avoid anything with too flashy of gems or giant sizes. Again, if that's something they like though, you should get that for them. But this is just in general. I think there's a whole minimalistic trend going on, so like small little charms, pearls. Also knowing if they're a silver or gold person, a great way to show that you know who they are. Obviously, more expensive stuff is a bit tougher to get, but it also will stand the test of time. You can also ensure that it is of good quality, and I'm sure your person will appreciate that. And I don't know if I need to say this, but guys also like jewelry too. Rings, chains, studs, all that stuff. Guys definitely can also be gifted jewelry. Next thing I would say is that a really big trend I've been seeing recently is just Korean skincare and makeup, if they're into that kind of stuff, obviously. Skincare is actually really hard, I feel like, to gift because everyone has different types of skin and personal preference on the products they like to use. But if you're able to find out what exactly your significant other likes to use or what kind of skin type they have, or if there's a product they've been talking about wanting to get for a while, that's like a win-win situation. You get to show how much you know them, that you've been listening to them, and also I feel like if I got gifted Korean skincare or Korean makeup, I'd be very happy. If they're into makeup and that kind of thing and you don't really know much about it, I would definitely recommend getting like lip tints or eyeshadow palettes. And if all of that is too hard, but you do know your person really likes kind of K-beauty or skincare, just get face masks. We love a little bit of self-care, and you can also turn it into a self-care night for the both of you. You'd even get little headbands as like a bonus present as well. And once again, experience as part of the gift. Moving on to shoes and clothing. For the shoes, my first one would be New Balance 550s. Yes, basic, I know, but that's literally the whole point of a gift guide, I feel like. I'm pretty sure most people, if not all people, find them pretty comfy. I have a pair for myself and I basically wear it every day now. But you don't have to stay basic because they've been putting out a lot of different colorways which look really, really awesome. And so you definitely still have a bit of creative freedom there. Second recommendation for shoes would be Air Forces. Again, basic, but they do have different colorways and it's a tried and true classic shoe that people like. For clothing, I don't actually have like specific links. I think, oh, this shirt would be so good, but more so brands and just generalizations. First off, being Uniqlo. They've got a lot of basic pieces that a general population like, and I think for the price point and the quality, they're a pretty fair brand to go get some clothes. And in terms of type of clothes, I think a really safe bet would just to get cozy clothes. You can worry less about getting the right size for your person, and I feel like some nice sweats or a nice hoodie or crew neck can never go wrong. Next gift I want to mention is getting your significant other plants. Now this is definitely very subjective and potentially controversial because I think it definitely depends on the person you are gifting to. Some people hate plants, some people love plants. I actually have a list of recommendations for what types of plants to get because I feel like that is where people go wrong. As the list that I have are plants that are super easy to care for, even for the most neglectful plant parent. First one being pothos. Example, this is Greg. I've had him for multiple years. He's gotten pretty big. He looks great, and I forget about him for like half the year most of the time. Thrives on being neglected. Other plants I'd recommend: spider plant, aloe vera plant, peperomia, philodendron, and lastly, jade plants. I think it's nice because they're kind of like a lasting living gift, but plants are like a cute little healthy thing to have in your home. And don't make the mistake of buying cute succulents. Succulents are so hard to maintain and take care of, I feel like, even when people say, oh no, they are. I've killed so many in my life. If you're gonna get a plant, just don't get a succulent. Coming down to the last parts of my list. As a student myself, I feel like gifting coffee, matcha, or tea is a really nice option. I actually have a specific recommendation for matcha and tea, and that would be Ippodo tea. They've got decently priced matcha that's actually really good quality and actually sourced from Japan. And lastly, for bought gift recommendations, it would actually be experiences. I think I've mentioned it quite a few times already throughout the video, but experiences are very unique, very memorable. And by experiences, I mean stuff like, like a DIY pottery class, candle making, art class. You could also do stuff like going to a concert or doing an escape room together. I personally like the more DIY related stuff. You get to bring something home at the end of it. Experience plus a gift. Wow. That, my friends, is my 2024 Valentine's Day gift guide. And I wish you all a lovely Valentine's Day for both the couples and singles out there. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.